Today, for the Bitcoin price, we will show you a very undervalued law of nature mathematical indicator which has constantly and very precisely predicting the tops and bottoms up to the exact date in the history of the bull and bear cycles, and which is most likely also predicting the exact high of the upcoming bull cycle. So if you think that sounds interesting, guys, make sure you smash up that like button. And that being said, welcome crypto friends and welcome back to Crypto. My name is Chris, and as always, guys, especially today, we will deliver on our promises. This is mind-blowing. We like that word, but this is really mind-blowing today. We are really pumped to go straight into the content, guys. So first of all, we want to show you, you can use that indicator partially, at least in TradingView. But what we will do right now is we will show you how it is called, how we can read it, how we can understand it, to take that insights and apply that here in TradingView to try to see what the exact Bitcoin price might be the top of the next bull market. So be prepared, guys, take a seat, smash the like button and enjoy. So this will be very nice. First of all, we will start very easily here with the Bitcoin golden ratio multiplier, and right here you can basically only see the Bitcoin price and the 350-day moving average. Why we are taking the 350-day moving average, we are showing it to you afterwards. First of all, we will also want to give proper credits where credits are due. At Positive Crypto, Peter Swift, thank you so much for sharing that. That was actually also, the golden ratio was actually an indicator we have been looking at in previous videos a few weeks and months back on our channel as well with Da Vinci. But this is taking it even further and applying the law of nature really precisely here to that Bitcoin price. So first of all, the 350-day moving average, as you can see it right here, really easily. If the price is going below, we are actually in a shakeout period. In a bear market, if it's going above and staying above, we are in a bull market. Easy as that. So far, so good. And right now, this is already as hard, as complicated as it gets. And afterwards, it's getting easier. But we have to understand that this is the golden ratio. You know the 61.8 from the Fibonacci retracement level. And here we have 1 plus the 61.8. So coming from the bottom, going 1.8% to the top. And the second law of nature, which we also have to understand before going into the charts, before making that predictions, is the Fibonacci sequence. And you really have to pay close attention. It's very easy in the end. This is 1 because 0 plus 1 is 1. Then you have this 1 because 1 plus 0 is 1. You have the 2, which is 1 plus 1 is 2. 3, 2 plus 1 equals 2. So you are taking the two previous numbers. 5, 2 plus 3 equals 5. And 8 is 3 plus 5 equals 8. And so on. You can see it goes on and on like that. For today, we will stop at the 21. Very important. And you always have A equals B right here in that forms right here. And this shows us this nice graph right here. And the second, or actually the third law of nature, which is also very important, that A plus B divided by A is the same as A divided by B. So you also have to take that into consideration. If you understand that, we can go on. So first of all, as the first very important insight, and afterwards it's getting more interesting, afterwards it's getting into the price predictions and also how the previous highs have been predicted by that indicators and how we can predict the future high for that. First of all, we have to understand that here we are taking the golden ratio 1.6. We are actually rounding it down to 1.6 from 1.618. And if we are taking the 350-day moving average and we are multiplying it with 1.6, we are exactly getting that line right here. And as you can see, that was significant resistance and support depending on whether we are in a bull or bear market before. So far, so good. This is not the most important point, but you can see that this is really important. Right now, we have to surpass that level to really make that 61.8 golden ratio times 350-day moving average to make it a support, because right now it's still resistance. So let's wait for that, and once we are breaking through, that will be a very bullish sign. But now let's go on, let's go to the more important stuff. Now we are taking the 2. You remember the Fibonacci sequence numbers, which were 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, and 21. We had 1, and now we had the 1.6, which is the golden ratio, and now we are getting to the 2. So if we are taking the 2 from the Fibonacci sequences and we are multiplying it with the 350-day moving average, we are getting even more significant resistances, even more back in time, back into the history. We saw that this was significant resistance in the bear markets and also support in the bull markets, but this actually acted more as resistance in the bear markets. So this will be, as we cross the golden ratio times the 350-day moving average, this will be the next target to look out for, and it will be around about at, I don't know, like 13,000 something. Obviously, you know that number from our previous videos. So now, guys, let's get to the next number. We had 1, we had 2, now we are getting to 3. You can see that 3 has been acting as really significant resistance in the 2017 bull market. Not the most important line, but also worth keeping an eye on. And now it's getting really interesting. Now you have to sit down. Now you have to pay close attention. Which numbers are left from the Fibonacci sequences? It's 5, 8, 13, and 21. So if we are taking all that numbers and multiplying all that numbers with the 350-day moving average, we are exactly getting the previous highs from the previous bull markets. So if we are taking the 21 Fibonacci sequence number and multiplying it with the 350-day moving average, we are getting up to the exact dollar, the high of that bull market. If we are taking the 13 Fibonacci sequence and multiplying it with the 350-day moving average, we are getting up to the exact dollar, up to the exact day plus minus 3 days. We are getting the price, we have to show it to you right here. We are getting the high of the first up spike in 2013. If we are taking the number of 8 and we are multiplying it with the 350-day moving average, we are getting the exact price of approximately like 1,300, which is a very popular price in the last bull cycle in 2013. We are getting that exact number. If we are now taking the 5 from the Fibonacci retracement, Fibonacci sequences, you know we had 21 already, 13, 8, and now we are taking 5. This was 19,000 something, which was the exact high of the last previous bull market in 2017. So far, so good. What does that mean? And you can also see that numbers right here again. These were the tops. But so far, so good. What does that mean for the next up and coming bull market cycle? What does that mean? What will be the next Bitcoin high in the next bull cycle? So, you know, as a matter of fact, we were taking 21, 13, 8, 5. We have to take the 3 from the Fibonacci retrace sequences and multiply it with the 350-day moving average. And that's actually this purple line right here. Now you might say, oh, that's not all too high, but it is actually pretty high. If you are taking it right here, it will get even higher. As you can see it, let's pretend we are in at this point of time here in the previous bull market cycle, or maybe let's say we are here. The price of that line, the line has been upwards sloping ever since it is taking the 350-day moving average and multiplying it with 3. So obviously this line will go even higher. As a matter of fact, that means we cannot go parabolic for a huge amount of time. If it is so, we will hit that line way too early and this line won't be so high. So as a matter of fact, that means as long as Bitcoin stays not parabolic in the future, and as long as Bitcoin does not hit that price right here, the higher the price will actually be. The higher the high of the next up and coming bull market will actually be. So far, so good. That's not everything. We don't have a price yet, but it's getting even better, guys. Sit down and watch that. So what we are doing right now is we are asking ourselves, how can we get the exact timing? How can we know that this is the high of that bull market? Is it only when we hit the 3 times 350-day moving average? No, it's not. We have another one. So if you are checking that out right now, and we want to show it to you here in the charts, We will take, actually, to make things easier, all the unnecessary Fibonacci multipliers out right here. And it's funny, this is the indicator, BTC 350 DMA. And it has only like 10 likes or so on TradingView. So no one is really watching that. And that's actually good, because everyone says that the more people are watching an indicator, the more it's getting to a self-fulfilling prophecy. In that case, we would actually say, when everyone is looking at it, it cannot work anymore, because it would be way too easy to time the market. But it has been working for the previous 10 years, actually. So this is getting interesting. We have the green one, which is the 350-day moving average, and we have the orange one, which is the 111-day moving average. The green one is actually the 350-day times 2, and the orange one is the 111-day moving average. And exactly when they crossed, in each and every bull cycle, we had the high, and that was really up to the exact day, right here. And now let's go back. Right here, guys, and it's getting better right here, and even back in the days right here. But this line is not high, this line is not mature enough, because we don't have 111 days, consecutive days, to calculate that line right there. But this is really interesting. So now we have the perfect setup. We know right now we have to wait until the 100-day moving average crosses the 2 times 350-day moving average, and once we hit also the 3 times 350-day moving average. Why is that making exactly perfect sense? Since we have the Fibonacci retracement levels and the Fibonacci numbers and also the golden ratio, all coming from the nature. It's all mathematical law of nature. So you can find them everywhere in the pyramids, not the pyramid schemes, but in the pyramids. And each and everywhere in the nature, you can find these numbers. The proportions are exactly being laid down in a lot of things in the nature. You can see that everywhere, and you can see that in the Bitcoin price also, as we can prove it right here. And it makes sense that these numbers are getting lower and lower. Obviously, we had 21, 13, 8, 5, 3. Afterwards, it will be 2 and then 1, and that makes perfectly sense, since the percentage increase decreases. Actually, we have decreasing returns to scale. Nevertheless, the Bitcoin price is going higher and higher, and the prices are getting crazier and crazier. The percentage increase and the returns to scale are decreasing, actually. So that makes also perfectly sense. So what we will be looking right now at the up and coming Bitcoin bull cycles will be the 3 times 350-day moving average, and also whenever the 350-day moving average crosses times 2 crosses the 111-day moving average. And now, guys, why is that? Why we are cherry picking out the 111-day moving average? It is easy as that. If you are taking 350 divided by 111, we are getting a number very close to P. And it's actually the closest we can get. If we are taking 112 or 110, we are not as close to P as here. And you can never match the exact number, because this is an infinite number. You have infinite numbers after this dot right here. So this is another law of nature equaling to the number of P, the Greek sign of P, which is also a law of nature, and which you can also find each and everywhere in natural sciences. So guys, this is very interesting. So what we will be keeping an eye on right now is the next resistance levels at the 2 times 350-day moving average, the 3 times 350-day moving average, which will be the end of the next bull market. What we will be hoping for is that the Bitcoin price is not going all too parabolic in the short and mid term, because that actually means that this number right here, the purple number, you can see it right there, will be getting higher and higher as the time passes, since it is calculated with the last 350 days times 3, actually. So let's wait for that. And as a matter of fact, you wanted to hear it probably from us. Our prediction or our estimate for the Bitcoin price is, at least that's the price we are hoping for, at least the market cap of the gold market capitalization. And for that, we only need the Bitcoin price to go not all too parabolic in the future, to go a little bit more sideways, maybe with a slight increase. And if that happens, the 350-day moving average times 3 might get as high as 350,000. If you want to know our calculation, we can show it maybe in a future video as well. So if you think that was interesting, guys, let us know your private estimate for the upcoming Bitcoin bull cycle. What do you think will be the highest price in the upcoming Bitcoin bull cycle? Will it be like 300,000, 100,000? Did we already hit the high? Let us know in the comment section down below. Smash up the like button, and we will see each other at the next episode of Crypto, and also in our Telegram group. Link is given down in the description and on the top of the pinned comments also. So that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we will see each other at the next episode of Crypto. And as always, guys, bye-bye.